Or good day everyone. Today we will be discussing all about greatest common factor. So let's start. But before we discuss the topic, let's try to review first. So I have numbers here 10, 25, 30, 36, 40. All we need to do is to give the factors of the following numbers. Please help me in answering this problem. Okay, let's have number 10. So I guess we can have 1 times 10 is 10 and 2 times 5 is also 10. So the factors are 1, 10, 2, and 5. How about 25? We can have 1 times 25. We can also have 5 times 5. That's correct. How about 30? I guess there are many factors for 30. We can have 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. Actually, it's not hard. You just try to find out the colors. Okay, how about 36? We can have, 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 4 times 9, 6 times 6. So these are the factors of 36. Now let's have number 40. We can have 1 times 40, 2 times 20, and 5 times 8. So when we say factors, those are the numbers we multiply to get a product. Okay, so that's it. That concept rather has something to do with our topic for today, and that is the greatest common factor using the listing method. So we will be getting the GCF. Sorry, I will change my pen. We will get the GCF of 2 or more numbers by using listing method. Now, what is greatest common factor or GCF? So when I say greatest common factor, it is the largest number that can exactly divide two given numbers. So meaning to say, we are getting the largest number that can possibly or that can exactly divide two given numbers. Okay, let's start with this example. 15, by using the listing method, you need to think of numbers that when you multiply, the answer is 15. So the numbers are, I guess you will say 1 times 15, and that's correct. We can also say 3 times 5. I know there are no more numbers that can be multiplied. The answer is 15. Only 1 times 15, 3 times 5. So therefore, the factors of 15, we need to write them in ascending order, least to greatest. So we can have 1, we can have 3, we can have 5, and we can have 15 here. Okay, now let's move on to number 10. So 1 times 10, that's a very common 1 and the number itself. And we can have 2 times 5. Now let's try to check. 10. So the common numbers here are 1, 2, not common numbers. The factors here are 1, 2, 5, and 10. Now try to look at, are there any common numbers? Yes, there are. The common numbers are 1 and 5. But take note, we need to get the greatest or the greater between 1 and 5, which is greater? Of course, 5. So the GCF of 15 and 10 is 5. This is the largest number that can possibly divide 15 and 10. That's right. 15 divided by 5, you can divide actually. 10 divided by 5, you can divide actually. So therefore, this is the GCF of 15 and 10, and that is 5. Now let's have another example, and we can have here 16 and 24. Okay, let's try to think of two numbers that when we multiply, the answer is 16. So we'll start with a very common, the 1 and itself. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and the last would be 4 times 4. Yes. So therefore, the factors of 16 are 1 in ascending order from least to greatest. 1, 2, 4. You will just write 1, 4. 4, 8, and 16. So 16, how many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16 has 5 factors. Now let's have number 24. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. Now let's try to list all the factors of 24. We can have 1, we can have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 6, many, excuse me, 6, we have 8, we have 12, and we have the last one, 24. Yes. Now let's try to encircle the common numbers. 1 common, 2 common, 4 it's also common, 8 it's also common. Are there any? No more? Only 1, 2, 4, and 8. So the common numbers here are 1, 2, 4, and 8. But take note, we need to get the G, or the greatest common factor among the 4 numbers. Which is the greatest? And the greatest is 8. So therefore, the GCF of 16 and 24, or the largest number that can exactly divide 16 and 24, that is 8. So the GCF of 16 and 24 is 8. So I hope everyone, you learned something about the greatest common factor using the listing method. So thank you for listening, and have a nice day everyone, and God bless.